The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
You beat the man! You gotta beat the man! Woo!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the World Heavyweight Champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here!
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
ZZ Top with their song Legs. Off of that, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to say that I hope that a lot of people don't feel that I sound unbiased when talking about my favorite diva in the Divas Revolution these days, Paige. Over at least the last 2 years, ever since her debut, I've been extremely impressed and left for a loss for words for Paige and everything she has done in the WWE. It's been extremely difficult for me to describe how I really feel about this young lady. At just 22 years of age, she'll be turning later on this year, already a multi-time winner of the Divas Championship, defeating some of the biggest names in the division. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better performer to represent everything this Divas Revolution stands for and the division in its entirety. I mean, how impressed are people really about Paige? That's what I'm wondering. I think that there are a lot of more people out there than just UK fans who are impressed about Paige. I am really impressed about Paige, and that says a lot coming from me, because I've never really necessarily been a fan of these international divas. I never really was a fan of UK wrestlers. I never really was a fan of Canadian wrestlers, and that really says a lot, because you would think that I would be a fan of international wrestlers being from Canada, but I never really have been. Paige has been the first international wrestler that I really found myself becoming a fan of, and really quickly. Ever before I was a fan of someone like Trish Stratus or Bret Hart or Sheamus, I always was a fan of someone like Paige, and I almost instantly fell in love with everything that she represented, which is why, again, I hope that a lot of people don't feel that I sound unbiased when talking about Paige, which is why I say that Charlotte and Becky Lynch had better not forget that Paige made everything possible for them, and that's why I'm extremely frustrated, as I reiterate that again for you, extremely frustrated over the fact that Paige has been left out of this program we are currently seeing representing the revolution in the WWE between Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Throw Paige in there and see how it changes the complexity of everything we've been seeing. We want to get to a reprieve of something different being offered in the Divas Revolution for at least the last several months. We have seen faction warfare between the three teams in WWE's Divas Revolution, Team Bella, Team Bad, and Team PCB. Now that Team PCB have gone their separate ways, throw Paige in there and make it a three-way program and see what we're offered as wrestling fans. I think we would be more excited to see where we go from here, because as I've said so many times about Paige in the past, Paige is just merely scratching the surface of everything she has yet to accomplish and witness for her career. When she reaches the peak of her potential in WWE, that is going to be really amazing for us to witness as wrestling fans, because she is just extremely talented. She's one of the more technically sounded wrestlers in the division that I've seen in a really long time, since Natalya made her debut back in 2007, 2008. Since then, we really haven't seen a technically sounded wrestler as extremely talented as what Natalya was. Never was a fan of Natalya, but she was extremely talented as a technical wrestler, and someone as technically sound as Paige now comes from out of anywhere with the Paige Turner and these submission moves. It's amazing. Everything Paige represents, demonstrating great work ethic as both a wrestler and a reality star for Total Divas, which have their new season coming up later on this week, January the 19th. Really excited to see what they're going to be offering us on that show, and just how Paige is really going to break through as a potential reality star of the future. She's just amazing. And that's why we're seeing more and more fans become supporters of Paige in these recent months, in these last few months, for everything that she's been doing for Charlotte and Becky Lynch. If not for Paige, I don't think that Charlotte and Becky Lynch would be getting as much attention, if not for Paige and Ric Flair. Let me reiterate that again for you about Charlotte, because I really feel that people like Charlotte are just the mirror image of their father. If not for Ric Flair's reputation in the wrestling business, wrestling for years in the territories, being involved in things like plane crashes and World Championship Wrestling and everything he did for that company, and TNA Wrestling even, if not for her father's reputation, I don't think that Charlotte would be making a name for herself the way that she currently is right now. Even going as far as to use Ric Flair's catchphrases and moves like the chops and the figure fours. I mean, it's just the same thing over and over again for someone like Charlotte. When you have someone who's actually different, like Paige, who's being left out of these